many tongues, one fire, many drums.
This is part one of my favorite black sitcoms. My number one is Martin. And these are in no specific order either. My number one is Martin, and I love Martin because Martin gave real chemistry. When I used to watch them, it felt like being at the cookout with my cousins because roasting sessions were normal when I grew up. And so watching that just felt like, I don't know, I was getting new material to roast somebody with when it was time. I love Martin. My number two is the Parkers. I love the Parkers, y'all. I actually, since it's been on Netflix, I've probably watched it from season 1 to season 5, maybe about 12 times, maybe more. I love that show. And I know it gets a bad rep because Nikki was chasing Professor Ogilvy everywhere, but I always took away from that show how she was a mother and she was on her own. She was a young mother, a teen mom, from what I remember, on her own. She went back to college. She was not allowing motherhood to stop her shine. She was not allowing motherhood to be the end of the road. And she made sure her daughter seen all of that. I love the Parkers. I love the Parkers. And not to mention just watching Monique on set, knowing that most of the things that she said was not even in the script. They just eventually started letting sis do what sis do, which is be great on camera. The Carmichael Show is my number 3. It still baffles me how many people have never seen The Carmichael Show. The Carmichael Show, probably because of Mr. Carmichael himself, said a bunch of BS. And I guess that was even before the show, though. But when I watched that show gave so much uncomfortable conversation. And they would have these moments where it was just quiet on set. Like, it was like literally sitting at the table with your parents and they're about to have an uncomfortable conversation with you. And you got to be present but you get to give your opinion. They cover police brutality. They cover racism, sexuality. They didn't miss a topic in it. I think that's probably why they got off air. They didn't miss a topic. And I think it was only 3 seasons of that show. Such a good show. If you haven't watched it, like, go watch it. And I deeply love Loretta Devine. So, I came for Loretta and I stayed for the facts. I stayed for the uncomfortable truths. I stayed for the information. My number 4. Ooh, my girlfriends. I love Girlfriends. Rest in peace, beautiful queen, rest in peace, Angie Stone. Back to Girlfriend. I was about to go deep into it. Rest in peace, beautiful queen. A lot of us didn't even know that she sung that until she passed. How sad. But I love Girlfriends because it gave black women complexity without turning us into stereotypes. That friend group had every single type of black woman. Well, we didn't get to every one of them, but in that friend group, all of them were completely different. Joan, I would say she was well put together, shitty love life. Okay. Then we got Maya, mommy and wife. You know what I'm saying? Cute little part-time job. Lynn, free spirit, no job. She don't want that shit. Free spirit. She's going to carry around a crystal. She going to fuck a random man. Loved it. And then we had Tony, extremely bougie, came from nothing but extremely bougie. Kind of hard to read sometime, but has this love for her friends that she can like look over some of her little crabby ways, or her what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But like over how she was, that bougie shit was thrown out the window when she was getting ready to lose friendships. You could tell she had a really good heart. I love Girlfriends for that. It gave so much. The dynamics was just amazing. It gave so much. And each of those black women they were still amazing in their own right. Still amazing. And then all of those different people just coming together like that. I love Girlfriends. Okay, so my phone started to glitch and act up, but we're going to finish this. So if it sounds a little weird, which it probably will, I apologize. I'll figure it out later. But my number 5, which is my last one, was The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Everybody loves The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because it's funny. Everybody was hilarious in their own way. All the different personalities, the two different Aunt Vivs, and we just love the dynamic of the family. My favorite thing about The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was Uncle Phil's role. Uncle Phil's role in that show is a role that's missing a lot in our community. The people that just step up when it's not your child, when it's not your, responsibility. Those are the most important people in our community, especially right now. I'm that type of person. He took that boy who was his wife's nephew and gave him love, discipline, and everything he needed, and didn't ask for anything in return. We need more of that. But this has been Black Opinionated Facts, where we talk about who we are and what we've lived and not what you heard.